Hey everybody, so I'm here with Andrew. I stopped at the house real quick and I wanted to show him that I picked out the colors for the house. He's been bugging me to decide, and I finally have the results of all my hard work. So this is his first time seeing what we've chosen, and by we I mean me, what I've chosen here. And I've got the trim color, so that's the, it's from, all of these samples are from Home Depot through Bear, and this one is the Ultra Pure White for the trim. So I think we're going to use Sherwin-Williams, right? Most likely, but we'll just get like, we'll just have them color match all the colors. But so anyways, we're going to show you. So here is the main floor and the kitchen. This is called White Stone, and what I really liked about this is that it pulls a lot of the color out of the floor. Oh, where's the other thing? I had the cabinet color here somewhere too. Oh, it's behind you. So yeah, that was I wanted to show this with the color, the cabinet color as well. So here we go.
Oh, that looks nice next to it.
So it's a little light. Andrew really likes color, and I was nervous about picking something kind of bland. The color is called White Stone, and but what I'm thinking that we can pull in a lot of colors, textures through wallpaper and different, things that we add to the house. If we want to do paneling or wainscoting or whatever that's called, is that called wainscoting? Then you can add in like, the cabinet color could be the wainscoting. So there will be color. Don't panic.
Oh, yeah. No, I like this. This is good.
It's a nice neutral, but it's not too cold. It's not too gray. It's more like, I think, from the rusty. It's not too yellow, so it's got a little bit more of a red tone to it, which I also liked because of the fireplace. So if, I'm thinking about doing some kind of a German schmear or something on the fireplace.
Once this is fixed up, it's going to be gorgeous.
Once it's done, I think you'll still see a little bit of red, but that will look nice on these walls as well.
I wonder if this...
We're segueing here to something.
Anyway,
okay, there was a thought there, but it didn't come to fruition. Okay, so next I have the bedroom colors. Oh, so I did want to say too that this neutral color is going to be in the kitchen, the main room, the bathrooms, both of the bathrooms most likely, and the laundry room. We're just going to keep all of the main areas where everybody goes all the time. Those are all going to be the same with the Ultra Pure White trim. And then for the bedrooms, so you can go ahead, we can take this. We're going to take this white trim away. So for the bedrooms, you want to take that away too?
Sure.
This one is called Swirling Water, and this is going to be in the girls' room.
Oh yeah, we were looking at that for a while.
So this one is kind of a more purpley blue, and the trim in the girls' room is going to be the White Stone, so that it ties into the main room. So this will be the trim color for the bedrooms. All the bedrooms will have this, and then each of the rooms, the bedrooms, is going to have its own color. So that's going to be, I might decide to go a little bit more purpley pink for her if I decide that this is a little too gray, because looking at it now in the house, it does look a little gray, but it was a more purple color, like a more purpley color before. So what are your thoughts on that? Is that okay?
Yeah.
You liked that Swirling Water, I thought. So.
I did, yeah. I think, you're right, maybe you want something a little more vibrant, but, you can figure that out too.
Yeah, it's not a big major thing like this decision for the main areas. So this is going to be our color. It's called Snowbound, and it's a green, it's more of like a green color. So that with the White Stone trim, I think will be really good. And that is like my favorite color, these bluish greens, and it's always been for years and years. So I think this is a good decision for us, for our room. What are your thoughts on that?
I like it. I like the trim color too.
That's what because you were talking about painting the trim. So I think this will help. I'm so excited. I think that will really tie in the whole house. together, with this being the main color and then also the trim. So that's that one. And then we've got the boys' room, which, looking at it here, which is why I brought all the rejects.
Is this the trim?
This is the trim.
No.
And this is the...
I'm not so sure about this.
Yeah, this is not looking like it did at our other place there.
Is this this isn't the trim in the other rooms? Where's the trim from the other rooms?
Well, the white... No,
That's the ultra white.
This is the ultra white, and this is the trim. No, where did you put it? This one.
This
one is the trim in our room.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I wanted to go with like a very pastel, sort of a bright orange, but like very pastel, not too yellow, more of like a red tone.
Right.
Because when the kids were looking at the color swatches with us, they were like choosing stuff that had that color in it. It was more of like a bright color, which I think is good.
So this is more similar to the living room. I'm almost wondering if we should just do the white for their room.
We could, or we could go back to the drawing board of the, 50 swatches that I have between here and the house. Angie doesn't want to do that.
Let's work with what we got here.
Well, like there are other colors.
So we got 2 trim colors as it is, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be more than enough.
But like, look at this one. Look at this. They wanted...
Sweet coconut milk?
Well, I mean, the names are stupid. Like, one of them said, what was it? It was like fish sandwich or something. It was really dumb. It was like, it was shoelace.
Oh.
I was like, that's a weird, yeah, like it was just, they were weird. But I think we kind of know what color the boys like, is that this sort of an orangey color. So I can go back and try to figure out exactly the color for the boys.
I won't be getting that color yet anyway.
Yeah, that's going to be later. That's too pink.
Yeah. But we're going to have 2 trim colors anyway to work with by then, and
He did like this one. I know that he was saying this one. And that doesn't look too bad. I mean, it'll look different too in the basement because the basement will be darker. So
there's a pretty big window in there.
I know, but there's a lot of windows in here and it's very bright right now. So, I mean, but yeah, those are the colors so far that we've got. We've got everything. I'm just going to double, check on all of the boys' decision if they want to stick with something like one of these. I might go back to that one that he did take that one. His favorite color was Atlantis Pearl, he said. And I said, no, we're not going to do that one. It's too yellowy. And he's like, please. And I said, no. And then he's like, well, can I use it for a bookmark? So I'm like, yeah, you can use that color for a bookmark. I think he just likes that it says Atlantis on it.
And pearl.
And pearl, yeah. So anyways, those are the colors that let's see, we've got, I've written them on the back so I remember now. That is kind of a nice color. Well, no, that's too gray.
Yeah.
This one.
That's deeper.
That's a little darker, deeper. Something in between there.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is our first look here for Andrew. I'm really happy that you like the white stone for the main room. I was nervous about that, but I think, it's a base. Think of it as a foundation for everything else that we're going to put on top.
I'm just thinking of it as a color I can pick up.
Right. Yeah, that's what he wanted.
I can get this mixed.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, that looks well enough together.
I mean, I don't mind the heavy cream. I think you're right, though. It does need to go with the white trim in the basement, maybe.
Well, it's just it just makes a little bit more sense
Yeah,
because you want enough
close.
contrast.
Yeah,
like even this is bordering on like not quite enough contrast.
I think you'll see it, that it'll look different.
Oh, I'm not that worried because the other thing too is when see how you put it on different angles, it shows up different.
Yeah, different. Yeah.
Contours and the trim also help to bring things out.
Right.
And then it's going against the ceiling. That's usually where you lose transition if it gets too light, and you want that transition there. And you want nice, crisp, edges.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the cabinet color also plays into this.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine.
So anyways, that's where we're at, guys. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys what we had thought there, and I'm gonna, let's see. Now I'm looking at this again. We'll figure it out. It like you said, the basement's coming up later. It won't be right away.
Right.
So, all right. Good. Are you happy?
Of course I'm happy.
Got some ideas now?
I'm always happy.
Now you just have to make sure that you can match them correctly to, Sherwin-Williams stuff instead of, and like, why do you want to go with Sherwin-Williams instead of Home
Better
Depot?
pricing.
Oh, better
And
pricing.
they have good products.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have an account there. But I mean, I could also check. I mean, sometimes I get deals at Home Depot. I got the Ultra Pure White for the trim already.
Oh, okay.
Just because it was cheaper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was also thinking too, like just now, maybe we just don't do white stone in the basement, like you said, for the trim, and keep this color. Because the other thing that I had to do when I was going through all of these samples is try to make sure they match the tone of the floor, because the floor is also going to be in the basement. And I do like this heavy cream. I mean, like, look at that. That looks great, just like that. So we do the boys' room, the ultra pure white and heavy cream, and this is, I mean, I just love this color that all of them really, that they all pull out. They all go with this color. It's all like they're kind of coordinating, so.
Right. The other thing I gotta do, I gotta take this in and I'm gonna get a stain sample.
Stain match, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So not these. I don't want to think about this anymore, guys. I've been like just dreading the whole painting, picking out the colors. Sorry, the camera's all wonky. But yep, this is it. I think we're good. We just remember now, basement trim is also going to be ultra pure white. Okay. Okay. Andrew's looking at his phone. He's got messages coming in.
Yeah, I'm technically working right now.
So, well, we'll let you get back to work then. Work. And maybe I like this helium. This goes good too. It is looking more purple now, that swirling water. But anyways, cool. We will see you guys somewhere else, I guess, at another point. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, I did forget something. Hang on. So I was like, this is a really pretty color. Why didn't I choose this one? So this is gonna be in the little room, the little upstairs room. It's called Helium, and it's a blue.
Oh, that's the one I like.
Yeah, you liked Helium, so I tried to save that one. And again, with the bedrooms, it's gonna have the white stone as the trim to tie into the main floor. Okay, we're angling towards the big light here that's blinding me. It's not that bad. But anyways, so I will show you guys actually all of the colors together so you can kind of see that they all go together, and I'm just so excited. I just want to keep looking at them all day. But yes, these are, oh, and heavy cream too. Oh, let's see, I'll put that one here. See if my holding, okay.
Actually, the other thing we gotta do.
All right, you guys see all the colors? Yeah, so yeah, the last one I didn't say was the blue Helium, so.
So one of the things I gotta do as well.
What's that?
So she has her cabinet color. Now we are, where's the camera?
Right here, sorry.
So we got the cabinet color down here. Now we're getting unfinished cabinets, and because it's you know, it's nice enough wood. We got this. I got a sample of a solid stain mocked up for this. So I'm gonna try this in a solid stain, and what we can do, it'll look pretty much like this, but we can do a process called highlighting.
Okay.
Using steel wool and other things. We can bring out some of that original grain,
Okay.
and then give it a nice like satin sheen
Okay.
over top, and yeah, I think it'll look pretty nice. But we're gonna compare the two before we decide on the cabinets.
Yeah, because I don't know if I want a stain necessarily. I don't know if I want to see the wood grain so much, and I can't find a good example of that on the internet.
So I'm gonna make one.
So he's gonna make it, and then we'll just compare the wood look versus the solid paint.
Yeah.
So I think that's fun.
Yeah, and I got poplar here and oak, which should give you pretty much the entire spectrum of what it would look like.
Yeah, good.
So.
All right, guys. Well, now we're really signing off here. And thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. If you guys share our channel with your friends or people that you think are interested in this kind of show, that would help us out so much. We do appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us, and you're the reason why we're here. So thank you guys, and we'll see you guys another time. Bye.
Very soon, I promise. Bye. So I'm in the front house here. We're not working on it yet, but I got to come in now and then, just check on it, make sure nobody broke in, there's no animals in here. And the other thing is checking for water. So the place was costing a fortune to heat. It really was. And it's just the state of things, the cost of oil, especially the way I was buying it. There's a minimum order if I'm going to fill up that tank. And I had no expectations of spending that much because I just didn't need it. I'm just keeping it a little bit above freezing. And the alternative was going to cost just as much. Now, the place did freeze at one point. I think we had a video on that. And kind of made the decision afterwards. We did get a burst in the line. So I thought, you know, why am I heating this place? We're not even saving the plumbing, really. There's not a whole lot here to save. It's all messed up. It's not even... It was redone at one point, but redone really, really badly. So given the amount of work, it just seemed like a huge waste. So I shut everything down, turned the pump off, and all the power's off in here, but I still got to come in and do checks. So, luckily for me, because there is no power, from Blue Eddy, what is that? Yeah, Blue Eddy, we got this really cool power supply. So it's really convenient. So much better than using like a generator or something. Now, I'll just show you. I don't really need it, but it just makes it easier to look at the lines, because I did stop the lines, but many of them were frozen, and it's going to start warming up at some point, and during the day when the sun's out, it does get a little bit warmer. So I want to make sure there's no drips left, things like that, no extra water damage occurring. And it looks like there might actually be, but we'll check that in a sec. So there is no power, but this thing, just press the power button there. So this does AC and DC. You got USBs, you got the 30 amp plugs here. You got a carport too. You can put in one of those 12 volts. So this thing's really slick. So I was using it earlier. It's down to 74%. This thing is strong enough to run a compressor. And I'll tell you, the other thing I really, really love is how well it works in cold weather. All right. Turn the AC on. There we go. Got light, just like that. So apparently it's got, what do they call it? A sodium ion battery in there. And the beautiful thing about that, and this is actually something I struggle with at work, is when it gets really cold, and it is very cold. When it gets that cold, the batteries don't work very well. So this one, however, works about as well in the cold as it does in the warmth. And obviously there's always going to be a little bit of a difference, but it's very minor with this. So I was able to, I had a vehicle I had to pull up. I could run a bunch of extension cords, but earlier instead, I actually plugged a compressor into it. It ran the compressor outside after I'd already had things sitting in the garage for a while. So it started cold and it had no problems. It wasn't sluggish. It was great. So I just took the fitting right off, and that's where I got the burst. And this is what I was talking about here. So it's just warm enough right now in the house for the water to have thawed out. For the most part, it's still kind of frozen here and there. But you can see I still got some wet spots. That might just be what was there before. I'm not seeing any active drips. So there's still water in this tank. There's still water in probably, a couple systems here and there. The water heater's full. So a lot of this stuff is probably just done, pooched. But looking at the rest of the plumbing here, this is a mangled mess. It really is. And I'll just show you one thing. So over here, I could tell this is where the water used to come in and where it should come in. And then it reaches the tank, the water softener. It should go into the water softener before hitting the rest of the house. As it is right now, and this is really the goofiness of it, this water softener is so useless right now because it's actually, the water comes in somewhere around there and feeds the entire house. But then it comes back over here and goes through the water softener, but it's not actually going anywhere from there. So the water softener is pretty much just circulating back into itself. Before, what should have happened is This is a bypass line similar to what I did in the basement in the other house. So you would close this valve, and then water is forced into the water softener system and back. As it is right now, there's actually nothing circulating it through. You got water coming in over there, and it reaches all the supplies and then comes independently over here to use the water softener in the tank. So this is all separate. So this should be at the beginning of the water supply. Instead, it's actually at the end. So that really, really dumb. So at any rate, and it's not even just that. We got stuff like this over here. And then I don't even know what's going on over here, but this isn't staying like this. The plumbing is about as bad as the electrical in this place. So it's all getting stripped down. It's all getting redone. This is why we halted in here. If it was just aesthetic, I would have told Xana, yeah, go to town, no big deal. But I didn't want her to go too far because there's still some R value in the house. So, you know, even though it's sawdust insulation, it's got to go, it's still doing something, and the damage would have been substantially more if we had stripped all that out. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I can still see my breath in here. So yeah, that's really all I got to do in here. And yeah, that thing's great. So I do recommend it. That's Blue Eddy. Great power supplies. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and lock this door. So let's get back to work. Sooner we get the back house done, sooner we can get this house done. We got 2 in this room. Now we just finished drywall, that's why I'm getting it done now, right? Alright. So they've all got that. We got those. We got a vent there, and then one in the bathroom.
Okay.
Now we got one there.
Alright.
And the original vents had mice in them.
Oh, okay.
So, one in this bathroom. There's going to be one at that wall, and one back here. And then cold air return, one here on either side.
Okay.
And then up top here.
Alright. Okay. And the furnace?
Got the furnace down here, and I actually just replaced the filter.
Okay.
So we do have 2 vents down here. There's one there, one there.
Okay.
And I don't know how this affects you, but over here, I can just take this off. I just haven't gotten around to it. There's just a hole in that.
That's fine.
Yeah, I got that back up here. So, yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple. See ya.
See you later. All right, so it looks like they're all done. They're packing up the truck here now, so I'm gonna go in and we'll see what's going on there. It does smell different in here, and I hear that the furnace, they just turned that back on. So yeah, this is great. Now we can paint. Now we can paint. All right, we just paid them. That's so good. It's like hard to describe. I don't know. It's almost like the air feels a little lighter. Oh yeah, you can tell a difference for sure down here. You can definitely tell a difference. Don't even look at all the mess here, guys. It's just terrible, but it's all running back, and got some footage here, hopefully, if it's still running. It is still running, so I'm gonna shut this thing off. Let Andrew deal with that. So yeah, we've been slowly moving some of our stuff. Got to go through everything, but this is just a lot of stuff that we had in storage, but we didn't want to pay for the storage anymore. So it's all got to find its home here somewhere. But yeah, this is so good. I'm so glad. I was so excited about this duct stuff getting finished. Let's turn off this light. There it is. Andrew's little lunch, dinner kitchen down here. Now I get to go home. Thanks to my sister who was watching the babies for me. So I think we're all set here. I'm just going to turn off some of these lights. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'd like to bring you along and show you every little detail if we can. So I'm glad that they let us record them. You guys should go check them out. It's the company is called Ducts, and yeah, they did really good. I was just talking to him about possibly doing the back house there in the future. So, or the front house. Where am I? Front house, back house. Andrew's calling me now, so I'll get off here. But yeah, thanks guys. Bye.